Too long, didn't watch. To create your own workspaces, all you need to do is move the Dockers around and then save the workspace. You can either do that underneath Windows, Workspace, New Workspace, or use the Choose Workspace button here and enter the name right here. Now I'll walk through the steps of actually creating your own workspace. If possible, you want to use the Choose Workspace button here because it's very easy to switch between the different views, and it's easy to create your own name and to delete workspaces. Unfortunately, some tablets the button may not work, so you'll need to go underneath Window, Workspace, and then create your new workspace. But there is a problem with this one in the sense that it doesn't have as much functionality exposed. But in addition, here I'm going to try to save this as test. But I know that I don't have a workspace called test, but previously I did. When I click on OK, it will say that this file name is already used for another resource. And that gets into the whole issue of resource management. And the Workspace button actually helps you to avoid dealing with those issues. It will deal with it properly. Now I'm going to go through the steps of creating my own workspace. Now you may notice that the resolution for this particular video is different than most of my videos. Most of my videos I record them at 1280 by 720. Here I'm going to show the full screen because I have a Cintiq and it's a 4:3 type of resolution. And so that may be one of the reasons that you want to create a different layout. So here, if I'm working with a 1280 by 720, I've got a lot of space up here above the image and below the image that's kind of wasted space. So I want to create a different layout that will allow me to maximize my space for 1280 by 720. So perhaps the safest thing to do is to switch to a workspace that you want to be your starting base. So I'm going to switch to default. And then what we will go into is we'll go to the insert name and we will type in a name here and save it there. So that way we make sure that we don't accidentally save over an existing one. But notice that what it'll show right now is Overwrite. So if I make any changes to the Docker and I click the Overwrite button, it will overwrite the test workspace. But let's go to that test workspace and move Dockers around. So just as a quick example, I'm going to take the toolbar and move it above the image. And let's say that I resize so that all the tools are across here. Now notice this, I haven't saved anything. So if I switch to a different view, and then come back, my changes will have been lost. So make sure that you save the Docker, the workspace before you switch to a different workspace. So once I've rearranged the Dockers and changed sizes as I like, I can just go back to the button and make sure I click Overwrite for the test so that it will save it. Now it seems like nothing is done, but you can see as I switch away and come back, it has been saved. So I hope that helps you in creating your own workspaces.